Hello again, gents. I'm Rod, and today we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't procrastinate enjoying your life. Now, don't go getting the wrong idea. We're not going to just talk about taking it easy and becoming a beach bum. You obviously have to do a lot of things. But there's still a thought that I think is very harmful to our lives about the way that we enjoy life and the way that we work. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Alright, so over the last 6 months, I've been confronted with the stark reality that we always look to the next phase of life so that we can enjoy it. But the reality is that we may not get the next phase. I recently posted a video about lessons that I took from going to a funeral. So this is kind of a follow-on to that because that lady's life did impact me into coming into this realization. She, like many people, always looked forward to retirement. You know, and this for you could be, oh, when your kids are out of diapers, or oh, when your kids are out of the house. But the reality is that you should enjoy the moment now because you may not get that later. Now, this is not about, some live in the moment woo-woo or looking cool to other people. This is about actually getting the most out of your life. The truth is that you may not be healthy enough to enjoy that next phase in life. For this lady, her husband was not healthy, and then she became sick, so they never really got to enjoy retirement, even though she had looked forward to it for 40 years like everybody else. Now, I know that she spent a ton of time with her family, which ultimately is what mattered to her, and that is great. But think about how many people are not doing that and are instead doom scrolling or Netflixing their lives away. How many people go to a job that they hate to then relax at home by essentially wasting all their time? And they look forward to, oh, when I pay my student debt, oh, when I retire, oh, when I finally get a house, oh, when my kids finally leave the house. Well, your kids are really only with you for a third of your life. Don't you want to just enjoy that time that you get to be with them on the day to day? I mean, everybody that I meet when I am out and about with my girls says, oh man, it feels like yesterday and my girl was that age and now she's whatever, moved to Philly, or she's out of the house, or whatever. And they all say the same thing, that time flies by and enjoy this phase. And I'm sure as they continue to get older, maybe not when they're teenagers, people are going to continue to say that. One other thing that made me come to this realization was this book right here, The Last Lecture. Now, I don't know where I came about this book. I think it was a list talking about books recommended by like Warren Buffett or by successful people like that. But this book has been an incredible read. And if you haven't read it, I highly suggest that you do. Or at bare minimum, listen to the actual last lecture. You can find that on YouTube somewhere. So quick summary of the book. Randy had three small kids. You can see them here. And he was diagnosed with a form of cancer that basically gave him months to live. So imagine getting the news that you have 6 months to live the rest of your life and you're gonna leave behind, like a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old. How do you distill all the knowledge that you want to give them? How do you live those 6 months to the best of your abilities? Well, one question that he asked himself is, are you spending your time on the right things? Now, not all of us have 6 months to live, and thank God for that. But we should all be thinking about, are we prioritizing the right things? Are we spending our time on the things that matter? Because as he also says, time is all you have. Now, to counterbalance that a bit, as his wife says in the book, it's not helpful to spend every day dreading tomorrow. So don't waste your time on that. And I'm not here to fearmonger, say that, oh, you could die tomorrow. But we shouldn't procrastinate doing the things that we enjoy. Yes, it's true. As Jocko says, discipline does equal freedom. You have to stay disciplined, and we all have to do things that we don't want to do, just as I'm sure Randy did over the last 6 months of his life. However, that doesn't mean that we completely procrastinate or put off the things that we enjoy doing, especially in order to be cheaply entertained or be envious of other people's lives. So think about it. What are the things that you were procrastinating from doing that you really enjoy doing? Maybe think about some of your childhood dreams. Talk to your wife. What are some of her dreams? What can you do to live your life more abundantly? Obviously, the best thing to do is to have a relationship with Christ. He's the one who gives life abundantly. But what are the things here that you've always wanted to do that you're not doing? Because, oh, it's not the right time. Make time for it. Or, oh, I don't have enough money. Well, save money for it. There's so many things that we buy that we don't need. So if your wife wants to go on a trip, save money, take her on that trip. Spend time with your kids. Who cares if you're a little late to your job? Your job is not going to be there 30 years from now. But you know who is going to be there? your kids. And if you don't make it that long, you're going to be so much happier that you spend that time with your kids as opposed to worrying about some boss that you don't even like.
Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah.
So there's the idea. Don't wait to live. And until next time, make sure that you act like a man.
Let's get scratching.